What is up, guys, and welcome to another exciting episode. Now today what we're doing is kind of a little test. So I have these end plates that I have made, extra end plates that I made for my wing, and I have all this excess carbon fiber, if you remember from when I made my handmade or custom skinned carbon fiber hood vent. So I've learned a lot since the last time that I carbon fibered anything. Alright, so now the goal is to obviously get better. Now I have a new technique that I'm gonna try on these right here. And I think one, it would be sick to have custom carbon fiber end plates. Two, the goal is to be confident enough to make full carbon fiber side skirts. So I bought enough resin. I bought a different type of resin from TECCreations. I think that's what it's called. I'll update you guys when I remember. But I have a whole new thing of resin. This time it's a 2-to-1 instead of a 1-to-1, and it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be 4 carbon fiber, and then I got a whole bunch of carbon fiber inside the house. But we're gonna use this excess that I have first, laying around, make these things, do a couple test trials, and then we'll move on to making the full-on carbon fiber side skirts. And then I'll let you know how that goes so you guys can follow along at home and make these if you'd like as well. But first, I'm gonna clean these up a little bit. I'm gonna get some cardboard, and then we're gonna start laying these things up in carbon fiber. So I'm gonna be using this 90 strength 3M adhesion spray. Now what that's gonna do, this is for like upholstering and stuff like that. I'm gonna spray it on the back of the end plates as well as the back of the carbon fiber, and I'm gonna lay it on top and then lay the resin. Now that's the method I have used before. I'm gonna do this 2 separate ways. I'm gonna do that way that I just told you, and then I'm gonna do another way where I lay the resin on one, and I just let the resin, like a thin coat of resin, and then I'm gonna let it get tacky. After I let it get tacky, I'm gonna lay the carbon fiber on top of that, let it just soak up the resin and adhere to the part by itself, and then lay resin again on top of that. So I'm gonna try both methods, see which way works best for me. I think laying the resin down first without the spray adhesive is gonna be better, because this stuff, from my experience, when I lay down the resin, it lifts. So I just wanna see how it works on a flat surface, because when I did it on the hood vents, they were curved. It's gonna be a bit wiggly, but be sure to always use gloves when you do this, because this stuff is pretty nasty. It will ruin your hands. And I'm just gonna cut this. So as you can see now, I have all this spray adhesive all on the back side and front sides of the end plates, and you want this stuff to get really sticky. So after you spray it, you want to leave that for a couple minutes to let that get really tacky, and then you want to lay it on there. The thing is you really need this to dry, because if it doesn't, then when you resaturate and re-wet the fabric with the resin, that's when it really gets weird with this spray adhesive, because then it's wet again and it lifts. But because there's no contours or any parts of tension, it shouldn't. So this is what it's looking like right now. This is after the adhesive has been put on. Still need to kind of, obviously we still need to lay the resin and everything like that, but that's what it's going to look like right now after the adhesive has all been put on. The end plates and the carbon fiber has been cut. Obviously once we lay all the resin, we'll trim up all those sides around. Alright, I just took the bike on a little ride while I waited for this thing to dry. So if you hear it, it's the fans are super loud on this thing. I let these dry for about 30 minutes. Now I'm going to mix up the resin, and we are gonna just wet out. This is the wet out layer of resin, or wet out coat of resin that we're gonna put on right now. So we're gonna do that, and we'll see it again in 3 hours. So the resin is a 2-to-1, which is a 2 parts A per 1 part hardener, which is B. So I'm putting it in these. I'm gonna pour them obviously 1, 2. I measured these are exactly half. I'm gonna pour it into this big one. I'm gonna then mix it, and then we're gonna use these little sponge paint brushes that I have over here to get them all on here. Now time to mix them. Your next couple coats after, you're gonna want to that's when we'll get full wet. Try to go a little bit faster because this thing's heavy. And here's what it should look like. It just looks moist. It's not gonna look reflective. You don't want it to be super saturated. You literally just want it. Now we are going to give this a 3-hour layover time, so this is in cure for 3 hours before we put another coat on. Pause today's video, and I want to take the time to address something that you guys have probably seen recently in social media. So obviously, if you guys follow my page and my channel, you guys are somewhat or remotely into cars. Now, a huge thing that's been blowing up recently is street takeovers. These things are absolutely ridiculous. People do the most outrageous and stupid things, which create a lot of attention, negative attention at that, from police, from surrounding communities, that just make the whole car really bad. Now, last night there was a ridiculous meet that or street takeover that they had hosted in remembrance for Paul Walker and what everybody was doing, all this stuff, and it ended up turning into some huge ratchet festival where people started beating up the fucking security guard, smashing his windshield, doing all this stupid shit that people want to do for their 2 fucking seconds of fame because they think they look cool in front of a crowd. Really, this guy is trying to just do his job. Now, what you guys are doing is you're vandalizing property, not only messing with the security, but this is property. This guy's security truck is not his own. It is the community's or whoever fucking paid for it. And you guys are literally vandalizing it. That's why they ask you to leave. That's why we can't host these events. That's why we can't have nice things. That's why the police in every freaking county of California continuously keeps making posts saying that their favorite thing to do is to send people to state reps for exhaust or any other type of modification that you have to your car, because they associate it with this. They associate it with all the poor decisions that people make. Now, for people like me, for people like you, and I'm addressing the people who are like me, who just enjoy cars for what they are, who just enjoy meets to go hang out with your friends or to meet new people, not to do this crazy shit. We can't go anymore. We can't attend these things because so many people do poor things, and the chance of you going may mean you may lose your car. You may get it impounded. You may be fined ridiculous amounts of money just because you have modifications or because you care and have a passion about cars. And it's really unfortunate that people decide to do the things that they do. So I would encourage you guys to stay away from street takeovers. I would encourage you guys to support that hashtag #KillAllStreetTakeovers because they suck. And the biggest thing is, for me, half of these people that you watch in these videos doing these ridiculous, obscene things don't even own a car. They're just going to go for the drama. And the people doing donuts and burnouts in the middle, how many of them do you actually see that have a modified car that they care about, that they've built, that they've done anything? You don't. It's people who have stock cars or people who have bought their exhaust from fucking AutoZone or something. It's people who don't care about it as much as you or me. And it really sucks. And I feel like I have this platform where I could potentially reach people to try and make a difference, and I would feel bad if I didn't try and do something, or at least try to create some awareness, because it's really unfortunate. And I'm here to support you guys as well as I'm here to support me and what I care about. And I know a lot of you guys care about the same thing. So let's try to keep our cars. Let's try to have just a fun, cool community, and let's not do all this stupid shit that people are doing. And the biggest thing for all of you guys out there who like these street takeovers and who want it and want to do all this ratchet shit, fine, go do it. Go rent out a space like a fairground or a fucking racetrack. With the amount of people that you guys have attending these events, you could easily raise enough money to get the proper venue and location to do this. Easily. And you guys choose not to. So, I don't know. Hashtag kill all takeovers. Alright, now let's finish off these carbon fiber winglets. Alright, so I just got back from the gym. These things are pretty tacky right now, so I'm gonna mix up another coat and I'm gonna pour it on it this time. So yeah, should start looking real nice with this one. I don't know if I'm gonna do another coat or not after this, but yeah, pretty sure this is gonna be pretty close to being done after that. Obviously I'll need to trim this up and everything. Looks nice and glass-like to me.
Rip me! Here I am again talking with the microphone not on. Well, I had finished my carbon fiber winglets and I was saying how this is a couple days later, and I ended up not finishing this project because I had sold my wing. And then this was the day that the guy was coming to come pick it up, and I was getting ready to take my wing off. So, no more wing. And yeah, I then went on to talk about how I was probably going to use those carbon fiber winglets that I had made for the wing as the side skirt winglets that I had that come up to my fender flares. I kind of pointed this out a little bit later, but I'm not just going to leave a whole bunch of this video with no audio, and yeah, that would be kind of pointless. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm outie. Oh look, here's me talking about how I'm going to put these on the side skirt. Yeah, these carbon fiber things came out dope though. Alright, I'm out.